So I'm beginning this on. I was talking to one of my friends, and we were having a conversation. And he said he has somebody he knows at his church, and the guy, his daughter is kind of at the age where she's getting out of high school, getting into college, and the dad really wants the daughter to get into a career field of engineering or nursing or whatever. And so he was having a conversation with the daughter, and the daughter said, you know, what I really aspire to be is a stay-at-home mom. And it got me to thinking, like, how would I handle that if my daughter came to me and said, Dad, you know what I really want to be is a stay-at-home mom. So I'm going to start to ask you, right? Let's just start with our daughter. We have a daughter, and she comes to you and says, Mom, I aspire to be a stay-at-home mom. How do you address that? What do you say to her?
Well, I'll tell her that there's no such thing as a stay-at-home mom. You have to figure out what career you want to do to make money so that you can take care of yourself, so that you can support yourself and support your kids. That's what I would tell her.
So what do you mean by there's no such thing as a stay-at-home mom? Explain that.
I said I would tell my daughter that because I don't want her to look at that as a career, because it's not a career.
Okay. You don't want her to be like relying on strictly the husband's income to live and survive.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, I would say the same thing, right? My advice would be, okay, you want to be a stay-at-home mom. I get that. I would recommend find something, right? Find something that you're into, and find maybe another way to make money. Maybe you don't have to work a 9-to-5 or, you know, get a desk job or something like that. Yeah, find something, whether it's cooking or making something or, you know, just another way to get another stream of income, you know? Yeah. One thing I thought was interesting that my friend said is, in America, we don't really value the stay-at-home mom. And the reason he was saying that is, he was like, if it was him, what he would do is kind of start grooming his daughter to learn how to do certain things, right? Whether it's how do you balance a checkbook, right? Or what are some upkeep, some things that you may need to handle to help out, like building certain skill sets. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, building certain tools that you have to do that. Maybe how you nurture a baby, or how you know, certain things that you can do at home. You know, what do you think about that? Like, do you feel like that we don't value stay-at-home moms in America?
I can't speak for America as a whole, but I can speak to our relationship and our experience. I mean, in addition to the things you said, I will also teach my daughter how to open a savings account and stock that up in case, you know, something happens to her husband, or, you know, he decides to leave and try to take everything.
Like get money on the side?
What do you mean by that?
Like
absolutely
a separate account?
Absolutely.
Does the husband know about this account? Or?
He can, but he won't have access to it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hold on. That's crazy. You would tell your daughter, our daughter, to say, if you got a husband,
absolutely,
you should have a separate account. No,
I would not leave my daughter out to dry.
That's crazy.
She has to be equipped.
That's crazy.
You wouldn't tell your daughter
to have a separate account outside of her husband's account? Okay,
so if you and I, something happened to us, or we weren't able to support her, or listen, we're not here anymore, okay? We didn't went to be with the Lord, and our daughter marries a man.
Okay.
She has kids. She's a stay-at-home mom. She doesn't have a savings account, and he up one day decides to leave her. That maybe they're in their 40s or 50s, and he up and decides to leave her and marry a 20 or 30-year-old. And what's she gonna do? He's not leaving her any money. What is she gonna do?
I understand what you're saying, but I think that goes to whenever you get with somebody, right? You have to. That's why you take time and get to know who that person is, right? Like, yeah, things happen, but I think that's a lot of deception. And I don't think you want that within a marriage.
You don't, but it's not always that people take the time to get to know the person, so.
But that's why we're having this podcast, and we're going to give her these tools.
The lesson is take the time to get to know the person that you are getting married to. Then. That's the lesson.
You got to take that. You have to know that. You can't just marry somebody and then you don't know what they'll do or their values.
But people change. You never know what somebody will do depending on life circumstances. Okay. So, I mean, you always want to have like you said, she could get a hobby and have her, I think that she could have her own savings account. Like, it doesn't have to be a secret, because you said deception. It doesn't have to be a secret.
I think that's okay, right? I think it's something that they mutually need to understand. They mutually agree upon it. And I think that's something as a man, you should do that already, especially if you have your wife is a stay-at-home mom, she's taking care of the kids and all that. You should be putting money away and having something that